Listen up, chosen ones. Word on the street is spreading fast. You've done the impossible. You've cracked the code they never wanted you to see. You're not just surviving anymore, you're thriving, and that scares them to their core. See, most people walk through life blind to the chess game happening around them. They accept the surface story. They believe what they're told. They never question why certain patterns keep repeating in their lives. But not you. Your spiritual eyes are wide open now. You're seeing patterns where others see coincidence. You're catching lies where others hear sweet words. They thought they could play you. They thought you were just another sleeping soul they could manipulate and control. They looked at you and saw vulnerability. They saw someone they could use, abuse, and dispose of when convenient. But surprise, you woke up. And when a chosen one wakes up, the whole game changes. You've become a spiritual detective. And honey, you're solving cases they didn't even know you were investigating. Every fake smile gets catalogued. Every hidden agenda gets exposed. Every whispered conversation in dark corners becomes evidence in your cosmic case file. The universe has activated your inner Sherlock Holmes. But this isn't about deduction alone. This is about divine revelation meeting sharp intuition. This is about your soul remembering what it came here to do. You're not just connecting dots anymore. You're seeing the entire constellation of their deception. You remember that feeling you used to have? That nagging sense that something wasn't right but you couldn't put your finger on it? That was your detective instincts trying to wake up. That was your spiritual radar sending out signals. Now those signals are crystal clear. Every interaction gets analyzed. Every conversation gets reviewed. Every energy exchange gets evaluated for truth or deception. You've developed a supernatural lie detector that operates on frequencies they can't even comprehend. You're not paranoid, you're prepared. There's a difference, and they're learning that difference the hard way. Paranoia is fear-based and chaotic. Preparation is love-based and strategic. You're operating from love for yourself and your purpose, not from fear of their schemes. The beautiful thing is, the more awake you become, the more their desperation shows. They're making mistakes because they're panicking. A sleeping target was easy to manipulate. An awakened chosen one, that's their worst nightmare come true. Your third eye didn't just open. It upgraded to premium vision with unlimited data and crystal clear reception. You're picking up frequencies they can't even imagine exist. Remember when you used to doubt those gut feelings? Those random moments of unease that seemed to come from nowhere? Those times when you walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable but couldn't explain why? That was your spiritual radar trying to warn you. It was your soul's early warning system attempting to protect you from harm. Now you're finally listening. Every person who enters your space, you're reading their energy signature like a barcode scanner at cosmic checkout. Clean intentions scan green with harmonious tones. Hidden agendas flash red warning lights with discordant vibrations. And those planning harm? They light up your spiritual dashboard like a Christmas tree having an electrical malfunction. You've learned to trust that inner knowing that whispers something's not right here. That voice has been your guardian all along, working overtime to keep you safe. Now you're giving it the respect and attention it deserves. You're not dismissing those feelings as imagination anymore. The beautiful thing is, they can't hide from this level of perception. They can fool cameras with angles and lighting. They can lie to faces with practiced expressions. They can manipulate situations with careful timing and strategic positioning. But they cannot fake an energy signature. Truth vibrates at a frequency lies can never match. Your awakened senses are collecting evidence 24/7. While they sleep thinking they're clever, your consciousness is filing reports, connecting dots, and building an airtight case against every scheme they've got planned. Your spiritual database is more comprehensive than the FBI's files. You're not just aware anymore, you're hyper-aware. You're operating with enhanced perception that makes you dangerous to anyone operating in darkness. They came expecting to find the old you, the one who missed the signs, ignored the red flags, gave benefit of doubt to those who deserved none. Instead, they found the new you, the upgraded version. The spiritually enhanced model with full access to divine intelligence networks. They brought their amateur hour tactics to face a cosmic professional, and the mismatch is becoming more obvious by the day. Your spiritual radar isn't just detecting threats now, it's predicting them. It's showing you their moves before they make them. It's revealing their strategies before they implement them. You're operating with prophecy-level awareness, and that makes you untouchable. Here's what they never counted on. You're not working alone. You've got backup from dimensions they can't even access. You're connected to intelligence networks that span across time, space, and spiritual realms. Your dreams aren't just dreams anymore. They're briefing sessions conducted by your spiritual security team. The universe is dropping classified information directly into your subconscious while you sleep. Faces, places, conversations, plans, it's all being downloaded during your rest periods. You wake up with knowing you can't explain in logical terms, but you don't need to explain it anymore. You just need to trust it. And when you trust it, you act on it with confidence. And when you act on it with confidence, you stay 10 steps ahead of every plot they're hatching. The ancestors are whispering strategies in your ear during quiet moments. Your spirit guides are running interference, redirecting their attacks and neutralizing their plans before they can manifest. Angels are rearranging circumstances to keep you safe, moving pieces on the cosmic chessboard in your favor. You've got the ultimate support team, and they're all working overtime to make sure their plans fail before they even begin. While they're meeting in secret rooms, thinking their whispered conversations are private, the spiritual realm is broadcasting their every word to your divine intelligence network. They're planning in abandoned buildings, thinking isolation gives them security. But honey, there are no secret meetings when you're connected to divine intelligence. The walls have spiritual ears, and every word they speak gets recorded in the universe's massive database. You're receiving real-time updates from the cosmos itself. Push notifications from the divine realm, status updates from angelic surveillance teams, intelligence reports from your spiritual reconnaissance units. While they're fumbling around in darkness with flashlights, you're operating with cosmic clarity and unlimited access to truth. They brought knives to a spiritual warfare fight, and you showed up with divine artillery. They're playing with human-level tactics while you're operating with God-level strategy. The mismatch isn't even fair anymore. Your divine intelligence network doesn't just provide information, it provides timing, strategy, protection, and justice. It's a full-service spiritual security system with unlimited resources and perfect accuracy. And the best part? They can't hack it, bribe it, or shut it down. Every prayer you whisper gets logged as a communication with headquarters. Every moment of stillness becomes an opportunity for intelligence updates. Every act of faith strengthens your connection to the network. You're not just protected, you're fully supported by the most advanced intelligence system in existence. Every trap they set becomes evidence of their intent. Every curse they send gets returned to sender with interest and additional penalties. Every negative frequency they broadcast gets traced right back to its source with precise coordinates and detailed documentation. You've learned something powerful about spiritual protection that changed everything. You don't have to fight their darkness, you just have to shine your light brighter. When you raise your vibration high enough, their low-frequency attacks can't even reach you. It's like trying to throw mud at the sun. They're throwing spiritual stones, but you're living in a house made of bulletproof divine light. Every attack they launch ricochets back and shatters their own foundation. Their weapons are useless against someone operating on your frequency level. Your energy field has become a truth detector more accurate than any lie detector test ever created. Lies feel heavy and uncomfortable in your presence, like wearing wet wool on a hot day. Deception creates disturbance patterns you can spot from miles away, like storm clouds on a clear horizon. Fake people start glitching when they try to maintain their masks around your authentic frequency. Their carefully constructed personas begin falling apart, because your genuine energy disrupts their fake broadcasts. It's like bringing a tuning fork to a room full of out-of-tune instruments. You've stopped trying to convince anyone of what you see. That was exhausting and unnecessary. Now you just document it, protect yourself accordingly, and let the universe handle the justice part. And trust me, cosmic justice is more thorough, more creative, and more permanent than anything human courts could ever deliver. The beautiful irony is that their attempts to harm you have only made you stronger, wiser, and more protected than ever before. Every attack was actually a disguised upgrade. Every scheme was actually a blessing in wolf's clothing. Every trap was actually a trampoline launching you higher. Your energy field now operates like a spiritual firewall. Malicious programs can't install themselves in your consciousness anymore. Virus attacks get quarantined and deleted automatically. Phishing attempts get blocked before they reach your inbox. Your spiritual antivirus software is always updated and running in the background. They keep trying to access your energy with old passwords that no longer work. They keep using outdated hacking techniques against upgraded security systems. They're operating with Windows 95 tactics against your cosmic operating system. Every disruption they attempt only serves to strengthen your spiritual immune system. You're building immunity to their manipulation tactics, their guilt trips, their fear campaigns, their divide and conquer strategies. What used to affect you now bounces off like raindrops on glass. The spiritual filing system has opened up to you. And honey, it's got receipts dating back lifetimes. Every betrayal, every scheme, every hidden agenda, every broken promise, every manipulation attempt, it's all documented in the cosmic records with timestamps and video evidence. You're not just seeing what they're doing now. You're seeing the pattern of what they've always done across multiple incarnations and dimensions. The same energy signatures repeating like a broken record. The same manipulative tactics recycled through different faces and situations. The same dark frequencies broadcasting the same programs century after century. But here's the plot twist they never saw coming. The Akashic records don't just show you their plans. They show you how every plan is destined to fail. They show you the exact moment their overconfidence becomes their downfall. They reveal the precise point where their schemes collapse under the weight of their own darkness. You can see their spiritual credit score, and baby, it's deep in the red with no hope of recovery. All those karmic debts they thought they could ignore, they're coming due, all at once, with compound interest and late fees that would make a credit card company blush. While they're patting themselves on the back for being so clever, you're reading their spiritual obituary. Their schemes are already dead in the water, they just haven't gotten the memo yet. The universe has already written the ending to their story, and spoiler alert, they don't win. The records are showing you something else too. This isn't your first time dealing with these souls. This is an ancient pattern playing out across time and space. But this lifetime is different. This lifetime you finally have the awareness to break the cycle once and for all. You can see past lives where similar scenarios played out, times when you were the victim, the martyr, the one who suffered in silence. But evolution doesn't move backward. This time around you're the detective, the warrior, the one who sees through their games and refuses to play by their rules. The Akashic records are like having access to the universe's ultimate database with search functions and cross-references that reveal patterns they thought were hidden forever. You can trace their behavioral patterns across lifetimes. You can see their spiritual DNA and predict their next moves based on their cosmic programming. They think they're improvising, but they're actually following the same script they've been using for eons. The only difference is, this time you have the script too. You can see their lines before they speak them. You know their entrance cues before they appear. You understand their motivations before they act. The records also show you your own evolution, your own growth, your own spiritual advancement. You can see how each challenge made you stronger, how each betrayal made you wiser, how each attack actually accelerated your awakening process. They sent their best operatives, thinking stealth was their advantage. Energy vampires disguised as friends, manipulators masquerading as helpers, saboteurs pretending to be supporters. But spiritual CCTV sees everything in dimensions they don't even know exist. Those random strangers who seem to appear at the perfect moment to cause chaos in your life, documented and filed under coordinated interference operations. Those coincidental encounters that always seem to drain your energy afterward, catalogued as systematic energetic harassment with intent to weaken target. Those mysterious illnesses that came from nowhere after certain interactions, filed under psychic attack with physical manifestation symptoms. Those sudden financial problems that appeared right after you started making progress, logged as prosperity sabotage through energetic manipulation. Your divine security system has been recording everything in ultra-high spiritual definition. Every astral projection attempt gets caught on spiritual camera. Every psychic intrusion gets documented with full metadata. Every curse launched in your direction gets traced back to its sender with GPS-level accuracy. They thought they were invisible because regular people can't see what they're doing in the spiritual realm. But chosen ones operate on a different frequency altogether. We see the spiritual realm overlapping with the physical realm like augmented reality overlays, and nothing stays hidden for long. You've developed supernatural peripheral vision that detects movement in dimensions they can't access. You notice the energy shifts before people even enter the building. You feel the intentions before words are spoken. You see the plans before actions are taken. You read the room before you walk into it. The would-be assassins of your spirit, your dreams, your destiny, your joy, your peace, they're all visible to you now like neon signs in a dark alley, and once you see them, they lose their power. Light always neutralizes darkness when consciousness illuminates the truth. Your spiritual security cameras are running 24/7 with motion detection, night vision and facial recognition software that identifies hostile energy signatures from previous encounters. You've got a spiritual database of known offenders that alerts you when they're in the vicinity. They keep trying to use the same infiltration techniques that worked on the sleeping version of you. But the awakened version has upgraded security systems they can't bypass. Their old access codes don't work anymore. Their previous methods get blocked automatically. Every invisible assassin they send gets made visible by your enhanced perception. Every stealth attack gets detected by your early warning systems. Every covert operation gets exposed by your spiritual intelligence networks. They're not invisible anymore. They're just incompetent. Every negative frequency has a signature more unique than a fingerprint, more distinctive than DNA, more traceable than a digital footprint. And you've learned how to trace those signatures right back to their source, with the precision of a spiritual forensic expert. When someone sends you jealousy, you feel exactly where it originated, like tracking a GPS signal to its source. When someone projects insecurity onto you, you see whose unhealed wounds are doing the projecting, like identifying the return address on toxic mail. When someone tries to manipulate your emotions, you track that energy back to its desperate source, like following breadcrumbs through a dark forest. You've become a spiritual forensic expert with tools more advanced than any crime scene investigator. You can analyze the vibration of a room and tell who's been holding what kind of thoughts there. You can feel the residual energy of conversations that happened hours ago, like emotional fingerprints left on surfaces. You can sense the planning sessions that took place in spaces you've never been. The energy signature of their conspiracies lingers in the air like spiritual smoke that only awakened noses can smell. Their plotting leaves vibrational evidence that your enhanced senses detect immediately. Their black magic signatures are like neon signs broadcasting on frequencies only your upgraded spiritual equipment can receive. They think they're being subtle with their hexes and curses, but to you they're broadcasting their dark intentions on every available channel with the subtlety of an air raid siren. The beautiful part is that once you identify the source, you can shield yourself from it completely. You can block their frequency like blocking a spam caller. You can redirect their energy like installing spiritual call forwarding that sends their negativity straight to voicemail. You can neutralize their influence before it ever affects you. They're sending out attacks, but you're not receiving them anymore. You've changed your spiritual phone number, updated your psychic address, and installed caller ID that screens out their toxic transmissions. They're just calling into the void, texting dead numbers, and sending emails to deleted accounts. Your frequency tracking system doesn't just identify threats, it maps out entire networks of coordinated spiritual attacks. You can see how different people are connected in their campaigns against you. You can trace the energy lines between collaborators. You can identify the ringleaders and the followers. They thought they were operating independently, but your tracking system reveals the coordinated nature of their efforts. Multiple people receiving instructions from the same dark source. Different individuals following the same attack playbook. Various faces executing parts of the same overall strategy. But knowledge is power, and awareness is protection. Once you see the network, you can protect yourself from the entire operation instead of just individual attacks. You can shield against the source instead of just the symptoms. You can neutralize the head instead of fighting all the tentacles. While they were playing checkers, thinking one move ahead with simple human logic, you've been playing 4D chess on a cosmic board they can't even see, much less understand. Every move you make now is calculated not just for this lifetime, but for the spiritual evolution of your soul across multiple dimensions and incarnations. You're not just responding to their attacks, you're orchestrating a complete transformation of the entire game. You're changing the rules while they're still trying to figure out how to move their pieces. They think they're the players, controlling the action and calling the shots. But you've realized something profound. You're not just a player on the board, you're the one moving the pieces. Your elevated consciousness gives you access to strategies they could never comprehend, even if you explain them in simple terms. You see the board from above like a cosmic helicopter view, while they're crawling around at ground level, bumping into obstacles and getting lost in their own maze. They're operating with tunnel vision, while you have panoramic spiritual sight that sees all possible moves and outcomes simultaneously. Every trap they set becomes a stepping stone for your ascension. Every obstacle they create becomes an opportunity for you to level up and demonstrate your divine power. Every scheme they hatch becomes evidence that gets filed in the cosmic court of justice with detailed documentation and witness testimony. You've stopped playing defense and switched to divine offense. But your offense isn't about attack, it's about alignment. When you align with truth, with love, with justice, with your highest purpose, the universe moves mountains to support your position. Reality itself becomes your teammate. They brought their little human games to a cosmic battlefield, and you showed up as a divine strategist with access to infinite wisdom and unlimited resources. They're playing with toy soldiers while you command angelic armies. They're using water pistols while you have access to divine lightning. Your moves on the cosmic chessboard create ripple effects across multiple dimensions. One decision in your favor triggers a cascade of positive changes that they could never predict or prevent. You're playing a game where every move you make strengthens your position and weakens theirs automatically. They're still thinking in terms of winning and losing, but you've transcended that binary thinking. You're playing for transformation, evolution, and the ultimate expression of your divine purpose. Every move serves multiple purposes and advances several agendas simultaneously. The beautiful thing about divine chess is that you can't actually lose when you're aligned with cosmic truth. Every apparent setback is actually a setup for a greater victory. Every challenge is actually an opportunity for a more impressive demonstration of your power. Your spiritual security system isn't just active, it's proactive, predictive, and preemptive. It's preventing attacks before they're even planned, neutralizing threats before they're even conceived, and protecting you from dangers you don't even know exist. The divine light surrounding you has become so bright that darkness can't even approach without getting incinerated instantly. Their negative intentions dissolve in your presence like salt in boiling water, like ice cubes in the desert sun, like shadows when floodlights turn on. You've learned that true protection isn't about building walls to keep threats out. It's about raising your frequency so high that lower frequencies can't reach you. You're not hiding from their attacks. You're transcending them entirely by operating on a plane they can't access. Every prayer you speak creates another layer of spiritual armor stronger than any physical protection ever invented. Every moment you spend in gratitude builds another fortress wall that their weapons can't penetrate. Every act of love you perform strengthens your divine shield with energy that repels all darkness. They keep shooting arrows at a target that's no longer there. You've ascended to a level where their weapons can't reach, their curses can't stick, their manipulation can't influence, and their schemes can't touch you. They're fighting a war in the third dimension while you're operating from the fifth dimension and beyond. The angels aren't just protecting you, they're using you as an example of what happens when someone fully surrenders to divine protection. Your life has become a testimony to the power of spiritual alignment, a living demonstration of cosmic security in action. Your protection protocol operates like a spiritual immune system that's been enhanced beyond normal capacity. Threats get identified, isolated, and neutralized before they can cause any damage to your energy field or life circumstances. You've built immunity to their entire repertoire of attack strategies. Every form of spiritual warfare they attempt gets countered automatically by your protection systems. Curses bounce back to sender. Energy vampirism gets blocked at the source. Manipulation attempts get redirected to null and void destinations. Psychic attacks get absorbed and transformed into positive energy. They can't understand why their tactics that worked on everyone else have no effect on you. They keep increasing the intensity, thinking the problem is insufficient power. But the problem is that you're operating on a completely different system that their weapons can't interface with. Your protection isn't just personal anymore. It's becoming contagious. Other people in your presence start feeling safer, stronger, more confident. Your protection field is expanding to cover those around you who are also seeking truth and operating with genuine intentions. Physical proof is materializing faster than they can hide their tracks, delete their messages, or cover their trail. The universe is making sure their crimes against your spirit leave undeniable evidence that can't be disputed, ignored, or explained away. Text messages they thought were deleted are resurfacing at the perfect moment to expose their lies. Conversations they had in private are being overheard by unexpected witnesses. Documents they tried to hide are being found by people who know exactly where to look. Screenshots they didn't know existed are being shared at precisely the right time. The spiritual realm doesn't just provide protection, it provides justice. And justice requires evidence. So the universe is manufacturing evidence faster than the most advanced crime scene investigation unit could process it. Every lie, every scheme, every betrayal is leaving digital footprints, paper trails, and witness testimony. People they thought they could trust are turning into witnesses for your case. Individuals they counted on to stay silent are finding their voices and speaking truth. Collaborators they believed were loyal are developing consciences and coming forward with information. Every lie they told is being exposed by the truth they tried to suppress. Every manipulation they attempted is being revealed by the sincerity they tried to destroy. Every scheme they hatched is being unraveled by the love they tried to diminish. The universe is creating a perfect contrast that makes their darkness visible against your light. You're not gathering this evidence. It's presenting itself to you like a cosmic delivery service that knows your address and brings packages right to your door. The truth wants to be revealed, and it's using every available channel to make sure justice is served with full documentation. They thought they could operate in shadows forever, but chosen ones bring light wherever they go, and that light reveals everything hiding in darkness. Their secret meetings get exposed, their hidden agendas get uncovered, their private conversations get made public, their disguised intentions get revealed. The evidence isn't just surfacing randomly. It's appearing in perfect timing to maximize impact and ensure accountability. Documents surface just when they're needed most. Witnesses come forward at precisely the right moment. Proof materializes exactly when it will be most effective. Technology is working in your favor in ways that seem miraculous. Devices are recording conversations automatically. Security cameras are capturing interactions they thought were private. Digital systems are preserving evidence they thought was erased. The universe is using every tool available to document their crimes. But the most powerful evidence is energetic. Their lies create disturbances in the spiritual realm that leave traces only awakened souls can read. Their manipulation attempts generate frequencies that get recorded in the cosmic database. Their schemes produce vibrations that serve as spiritual fingerprints identifying their involvement. The universe has opened up a karmic collection agency with perfect records and unlimited enforcement power, and guess whose debts are past due with accumulated interest that would make a loan shark weep. Every negative action they've taken against you has been accumulating interest in the spiritual realm's banking system. Their confidence was their biggest mistake, their arrogance was their fatal flaw. They got comfortable thinking they could keep getting away with their schemes forever. They believed they were untouchable, above consequences, immune to spiritual law. But cosmic justice is more precise than any human law, more thorough than any investigation, and it never forgets a single transgression. You're watching cosmic justice unfold in real time, like a perfectly choreographed performance. Not because you're seeking revenge with hatred in your heart, but because you're aligned with truth, and truth always wins in the end. Justice isn't personal, it's universal, and you're simply witnessing the natural order of the universe correcting imbalances. Every sleepless night they caused you is being returned as restless nights filled with anxiety and guilt for them. Every tear they made you cry is being returned as consequences they can't escape, problems they can't solve, and situations they can't manipulate their way out of. Every dream they tried to kill is being returned as nightmares they can't wake up from. But here's the difference between you and them that makes all the difference in the world. You're not celebrating their downfall with vindictive joy. You're grateful for your protection, your growth, and your spiritual evolution. You've learned to let the universe handle justice while you focus on your purpose and your continued ascension. Their spiritual credit is maxed out with penalties, late fees, and compound interest that keeps growing every day they remain unrepentant. The Cosmic Collection Agency has perfect credit ratings, unlimited resources, and collection methods that never fail. What goes around doesn't just come around, it comes around with interest, penalties, and additional charges for attempted spiritual fraud. Every person they've wronged is connected to the Universal Justice Network. Every lie they've told is recorded in the cosmic database. Every manipulation they've attempted has created karmic debt that must be repaid. Every scheme they've hatched has generated spiritual interest that compounds daily. The beautiful thing about cosmic justice is that it's not limited by human systems of law and order. It operates across all dimensions, all lifetimes, all levels of reality. They can't escape it by moving locations, changing identities, or hiding behind human institutions. Their karmic debt follows them wherever they go. They created a web of negative karma so complex that they've trapped themselves in their own spiritual prison. Every exit they try leads to another consequence. Every escape route they attempt creates new obligations. Every scheme to avoid accountability generates additional debt. The collection process is already underway, and they can't negotiate, bargain, or delay the inevitable. The universe doesn't accept partial payments or payment plans for spiritual crimes. The debt must be paid in full, and the universe has all the time in eternity to ensure collection is complete. But you're free and clear with a perfect spiritual credit score and unlimited cosmic backing for all your righteous endeavors. You've evolved from the hunted to the hunter, not hunting for revenge with darkness in your heart, but hunting for truth, for justice, for the full expression of your divine purpose on this earth. The transformation is complete, and the emergence is undeniable. They created a monster, but not the kind they intended. They created a monster of truth that devours lies with appetite, that grows stronger with each meal. A monster of light that blinds darkness wherever it appears. A monster of unstoppable spiritual power that grows more formidable with each attack they attempt. Every attack they launched only made you stronger, wiser, more protected, and more dangerous to their dark agenda. Every scheme they hatched became a stepping stone for your ascension. Every trap they set became a trampoline launching you higher. Every curse they sent became a blessing in disguise. You're not just surviving their assassination attempts anymore. You're thriving beyond their wildest nightmares, living beyond their worst fears, succeeding despite their best efforts to sabotage your progress. You're becoming everything they were trying to prevent you from becoming, and more. Wartanting. The following message is only for those who felt the call. When I broke free through the Salvia Divinorum gateway, I saw the horrifying truth. Our reality is one harvested pod among countless matrices. I witnessed the Archon's cosmic parasites feeding on our energy, who laughed and threatened, "You'll never awaken a single soul." But something inside you already knows this truth, doesn't it? That nagging sensation that you're meant for more, that you've been chosen. I'm raising an army of the brightest souls. Through meditation I discovered their only vulnerability, coherence through unconditional love. Feel that resonance deepening within you now. You're not reading this by accident. The most powerful awakened souls are already gathering in the Obsidian Inner Order, the #1 ascension nexus for those marked by destiny. Christians, light workers, remote viewers, targeted individuals, all united by one truth. You were chosen for this moment. Click the link in the description below. Join our group calls, panels, and live streams, reaching the entire astral atom network. Your frequency amplifies ours. The question isn't whether you're chosen. The question is, will you answer the call? The Archons fear this choice you're about to make. They should. The student has become the master with knowledge they can't comprehend. The victim has become the victor with power they can't match. The target has become the protector with abilities they can't counter. You've transformed from someone who needed saving into someone who does the saving. Your very existence is now a threat to every dark force that thought it could control, manipulate, or destroy chosen ones. You've become living proof that light always defeats darkness when consciousness is fully awakened. You're a walking testimony to the power of spiritual evolution. They thought they were ending your story, writing the final chapter of your life, closing the book on your dreams and purpose. Instead, they helped you write the most powerful chapter yet. Your resurrection from their spiritual assassination attempts has made you a beacon for every other chosen one who needs to remember their own power. You are no longer just surviving, you are thriving with abundance that flows from alignment with cosmic truth. You are no longer just protected, you are unstoppable with momentum that builds with each step forward. You are no longer just aware, you are awakened with consciousness that sees beyond all veils and illusions. And that, beautiful soul, is what they were truly afraid of all along. Not your potential for revenge, but your potential for complete spiritual liberation. Not your ability to fight back, but your ability to transcend their entire game. Not your power to destroy them, but your power to make them irrelevant. The detective work is complete, the case is solved. The truth is revealed, the evidence is documented, the justice is served, the protection is activated, the evolution is accomplished. Now go forth and shine so bright that darkness has no choice but to retreat wherever you walk. Illuminate every space you enter. Expose every lie with your presence. Transform every situation with your light. You've got this, chosen one. You've always had this power within you. Now the whole universe knows it too, and reality itself is rearranging to support your highest expression. Your emergence as an unstoppable force is complete. The world will never be the same, and neither will anyone who tries to dim your light ever again.